Care for the young. Feeding, protecting, teaching, backriding, kissing. Care for the young. Birds. Most birds take care of their chicks when they hatch. A sparrow, a hawk, and a red-billed gull feed their chicks, who usually stay in the nest and receive food from their parents. Chicken. When chicks hatch, the hen stays very close until they become able to feed and protect themselves. She makes sure that they are safe, keeps them warm, teaches them how to find food. Adelie penguin. Penguins are birds even though they swim and cannot fly. They have feathers and they lay eggs. Penguins create nests by piling little stones in circles. Once the egg is laid, the parents take turns incubating the egg and going to hunt. Parents also take turn caring for their youngsters after they hatch. Once the chick is about 3 weeks, both parents will abandon it and will return to the sea to hunt. The chicks gather for safety in large groups of young adelies called creche. When chicks are about 9 weeks old, they plunge into the sea and start hunting for food on their own. Care for the young. Mammals. Polar bears. The pregnant female bear eats a large amount of food and gains around 200 kilograms to be prepared to nurse her cubs. She digs a maternity den, a narrow tunnel, where she enters a dormant state and gives birth to 1 or 2 cubs weighing less than 1 kilogram each. During 4 to 5 months, the mother bear stays in the den without food while nursing her cubs on a fat-rich milk. When it is time to leave the den, she breaks open the entrance, her cubs now weighing about 10 to 15 kilograms. She continues nursing her cubs for as long as 30 months. Cubs remain with their mother for a little over 2 years. During that time, she teaches them how to protect themselves and hunt for food. Orangutans. Orangutans only have 1 baby once every 9 years. This is because they look after their child for the first 8 years. Female orangutans usually give birth on their nests, which are often more than 30 meters up in the trees. 1 infant is produced with each birth. Twins are rare. Orangutan mothers are the infant's only means of transport, support, food comfort, safety, and often the exclusive source of learning experiences. Care for the young. Fish. Yellowhead jawfish. It is dad who takes care of the eggs until they hatch. The yellowhead jawfish spends a lot of time building a burrow, and it is typically seen with only the head protruding from the hole. Once the eggs are laid, the father grabs them all in his mouth and occasionally rotates them to keep them moist. It is his job to protect his eggs until they are hatched. Trout. The trout lays thousands of eggs in the water, but the eggs are left abandoned. This is why a large number of them are lost and only a few hatch. Sea turtle. Depending on the species, a sea turtle lays 50 to 350 eggs. After laying, she refills the nest with sand until it is visually undetectable. She then returns to the ocean, leaving the eggs untended. Many of the offsprings will be killed by predators as they run toward the sea. So different animals behave in different ways when it comes to rearing their young. Some rear their young in pairs, like penguins, others alone, like orangutans. Some stay with their offspring for a few weeks, others for several years, teaching them how to survive on their own. And some species do not care for their young at all.